Hi, my name is Bob Hill, and I'm the president of the Church of Scientology Mission of Riverdale at 308 Broadview Avenue in Toronto, Ontario. This is Sunday service number 69, and today our Sunday service is based on the founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard's philosophy. In fact, it's taken from an article by L. Ron Hubbard. And so now I'm just going to clear up a few words with you so that you can understand a bit better what I'm talking about. Now, the word philosophy, since we're talking about philosophy, means the love or pursuit of wisdom or a search for the underlying causes and principles of reality. It comes from the Greek word meaning the love of wisdom. Now, would you like to know more about yourself? Why you are the way you are? And can you get better? Well, hopefully, I'll have a few answers for you with this sermon today. Again, this is from L. Ron Hubbard. The first principle, it's a key point, of my philosophy is that wisdom is meant for anyone who wishes to reach for it. It is the servant of the commoner and king alike and should never be regarded with awe. Now, you may have found in life that you got maybe a little bit overwhelmed or taken aback by the professionals or someone who had wisdom and they didn't give you that wisdom. In Scientology, the wisdom is open to everyone. It's available to everyone, and it's made easily accessible to everyone. And it doesn't matter who you are and what your position or status is in life. A philosophy can only be a route to knowledge. It cannot be knowledge crammed down one's throat. If one has a route, he can then find what is true for him, and that is Scientology. Now, in Scientology, our basic principle as you're studying or receiving counseling is that what is true for you is true for you, according to your understanding. So it's not a system where you have to believe in anything. It's solely based on what you observe to be true. Know thyself, and the truth shall set you free. Therefore, in Scientology, we are not concerned with your individual actions and differences. We are only concerned with how to show man how he can set himself or herself free. So your actions are your actions. We're not moralists. We don't try to tell you how to be or how you should exist. But we do know that we have a technology that can help to set you free spiritually. And it works. And so therefore, that's what we try to do in Scientology. This, of course, is not very popular with those who depend upon the slavery of others for their own power. So again, you've heard, we've seen different things come up and go by the wayside. People who don't necessarily have other people's best interests in mind and crave power, they like to keep people down and not very knowledgeable. And so they try to hoard information or create a situation where not everyone can get the data. Whereas in Scientology, we give you all the data on how to lead a better life, how to live better, how to gain self-confidence, and so on. So it makes us unpopular. Suppression and oppression are the basic causes of depression. So if you find yourself being depressed, you're probably being suppressed by someone or something, or you're being oppressed. being forced to do things against your own free will. So you don't want to have those kinds of things around you. If you relieve those, a person can lift up his head, he can become well and become happy with life. So by giving people knowledge, and I was thinking about this just the other day regarding myself. I've studied Scientology for quite some years now, and I thought about, well, what was it like before I had this knowledge? It never occurred to me that there was a life without the knowledge that I now have. Now that knowledge allows me to have certain freedoms that maybe others don't experience because they feel bound in by the pressures of life. But I understand life quite well, and I understand how it works through the teachings that I've had in Scientology and my understanding. And so it's allowed me to be free and allowed me to not have the shackles of oppression or suppression on my lines. And when it does come my way, I can easily spot it and get rid of it. And though it may be unpopular with the slave master, it is very popular with the people. So getting knowledge out is very popular to people. Common man likes to be happy and well. He likes to be able to understand things, and he knows his route to freedom lies through knowledge. Therefore, Therefore, since 1950, I have had mankind knocking on my door. It has not mattered where I have lived or how remote. Since I first published a book, Dianetics, the Modern Science and Mental Health, on the subject, my life has no longer been my own. I like to help others and count it as my greatest pleasure in life to see a person free himself of the shadows which darken his days. These shadows look so thick to him and weigh him down, so that when he finds they are shadows and that he can see through them, walk through them, and he can again be in the sun, he is enormously delighted. And I am afraid I am just as delighted as he is. And that's from L. Ron Hubbard. And a statement could not be truer. I find myself gaining the greatest pleasure in life since I've gained this knowledge from Scientology and learned the things that I've learned. My greatest pleasure in life is helping others. And that ability to help others, knowing that information, has made my life far, far more pleasurable. It's more fun than getting a big paycheck. It's more satisfying than having a fat bank account. Helping others is probably one of the greatest things you could do for yourself. I hope that's helped you a bit, and I hope that sermon has made some sense to you, which I'm sure it has. So I'm going to end with a prayer for total freedom. May the author of the universe enable all men to reach an understanding of their spiritual nature. May awareness and understanding of life expand so that all may come to know the author of the universe, and may others also reach this understanding which brings total freedom. At this time, we think of those whose liberty is threatened, of those who have suffered imprisonment for their beliefs, of those who are enslaved or martyred, and for all those who are brutalized, trapped, or attacked. We pray that human rights will be preserved so that all people may believe and worship freely, so that freedom will once again be seen in our land. Freedom from war and poverty and want, freedom to be, freedom to do, and freedom to have. Freedom to use and understand man's potential, a potential that is God-given and God-like, and freedom to achieve that understanding and awareness. That is total freedom. May God let it be so. Now you can know more about yourself and get on the route to increase your knowledge and happiness simply by getting a book on Scientology or Dianetics, or coming into one of our many churches. We're very happy to announce that our church at 308 Broadview is open now for a limited number of people with safety protocols in place. If you would like to attend a service in person, please call 416-789-1889 to make an appointment. You guys have a great week. Try and gain some knowledge. Help someone. You're going to feel 100% better if you do that. And let's have a great life. Thank you.